Yeah. Late night, engine running, 2 a.m. in the city still humming. Windows down, let the cool air in. This is where my story begins. Pulled out the driveway around midnight. Street lights hitting the chrome just right. Got my mind on the road ahead. All the noise of the day finally dead. Cruising Western Ave, slow and easy. Night air thick, feeling kinda breezy. Got the oldies low on the radio. Taking my time, know where I gotta go. Hands on the wheel, soul at peace. Every block I pass brings me release. This ain't running, this is freedom, yeah. Living in the groove, living in the dream. Feel the bassline pull me in. Feel the night begin to spin. Every light turning green for me. This is where I'm meant to be. Streets of mine till the morning comes. City quiet now, heartbeat drums. Rolling slow but moving right. Ignition fired up tonight. Ignition, let it ride. Got the whole West Coast on my side. Ignition, feel the groove. Ain't nobody gon' kill my move. 2 a.m. and I'm alive. Watch me cruise, watch me thrive. Ignition, let it burn. Every corner got a lesson I learned. West side till the morning light. Ignition fired up tonight. Passed by the park where we used to kick it. Back when everything felt unlimited. Them days are gone, but the feeling stays. Carry it with me through the late night haze. Got homies scattered across the map. Some moved on and ain't coming back. But right here, in this moment, man, everything is going according to plan. The city raised me, the city knows where I came from, where this river flows. Every scar on these streets is mine. Every memory written in the skyline. Feel the bassline pull me in. Feel the night begin to spin. Every light turning green for me. This is where I'm meant to be. Streets of mine till the morning comes. City quiet now, heartbeat drums. Rolling slow but moving right. Ignition fired up tonight. Ignition, let it ride. Got the whole West Coast on my side. Ignition, feel the groove. Ain't nobody gon' kill my move. 2 a.m. and I'm alive. Watch me cruise, watch me thrive. Ignition, let it burn. Every corner got a lesson I learned. West side till the morning light. Ignition fired up tonight. They said slow down, I said no. They said stay home, I said go. The streets don't sleep and neither do I. Born under a California sky. Ain't got much but I got this ride. Got this music, got my pride. When the world gets heavy and the pressure's real, nothing fixes it like a steering wheel. Now the city's on mine in these hours. Feel the pulse of these streets, feel the power. Every block got a story untold. Every night in LA turns to gold. Lowrider rolling on them 24s. Open road and 1,000 more. Synth hitting hard, bassline thick. It's the sound that makes the city tick. From Compton up to Crenshaw slow. Every hood I pass, I used to know. This is dedication, this is faith, this is love for the city I was raised. Ignition, let it ride. Got the whole West Coast on my side. Ignition, feel the groove. Ain't nobody gon' kill my move. 2 a.m. and I'm alive. Watch me cruise, watch me thrive. Ignition, let it burn. Every corner got a lesson I learned. West side till the morning light. Ignition fired up tonight. Yeah, 2 a.m. in LA. This is where I stay. Engine cooling down, but the groove never fades away. Ignition. 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 Yeah. 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 Late night, smoke rising slow. City breathing quiet below. Just me and the signals, and nowhere nowhere left to go. Yeah. Lit one up on the rooftop edge, looking out past the city ledge. Lights below like a million stars. Every window somebody's scars. Been a long week, longer month. Carry weight, I can't even front. Poured it all in this moment here. Smoke in the air, mind finally clear. Used to chase everything at once. Now I let it come when it comes. Ain't no rush in the late night come. City hum like a quiet song. Signal lights switching red to green, telling me what they always mean. Keep it moving, don't hesitate. Everything good, still worth the wait. Smoke curling up to the sky. Signal saying don't ask why. Just breathe it in, let it go. Some things only the night will know. Feel the rose pull me back down. Steadiest thing in this whole town. Rolling through it, finding my way. Smoking signals, end of the day. Smoking signals, read the signs. Everything is reading fine. Smoking signals, late night air. Got a feeling taking me there. 2 a.m. and the city glows. Only I know which way this goes. Smoking signals, trust the road. West side carrying every load. Called my brother, he didn't pick up. Probably sleeping world gave him enough. We don't talk like we used to do. Life got wide and the distance grew, but I still rep everything we built. Carry the lovely behind the guilt. These streets remember every name, even the ones who never found fame. Saw my old block from the freeway above. Look different now, but still full of love. Somebody's kid out there on the stoop, same as me once, same kind of truth. Smoke rising off a barrel fire. Block staying warm, that's the desire. Keep the circle tight, keep the faith alive. That's how we learn to survive. To the sky, signal saying don't ask why. Just breathe it in, let it go. Some things only the night will know. Feel the rose pull me back down. Steadiest thing in this whole town. Rolling through it, finding my way. Smoking signals, end of the day. Smoking signals, read the signs. Everything is reading fine. Smoking signals, late night air. Got a feeling taking me there. 2 a.m. and the city glows. Only I know which way this goes. Smoking signals, trust the road. West side carrying every load. Nobody told me it'd feel like this. Quiet nights full of what I miss, but missing ain't the same as lost. Paid attention, learned the cost. Every signal I ignored before. Every smoke screen hiding more. Now I read it clear as day. Night teaching me a better way. Yeah, standing tall on the west side ground. Everything I need already found. Sent humming low like an old friend's voice. Every step I took was a conscious choice. From the bottom looking up so long. Out of view from here feels like a song. Rose hitting warm in the midnight air. City laid out without a care. Smoking signals all around. This is my frequency, this is my sound. Built this slow, built it right. Everything clearer in the 2 a.m. light. West side running through my veins. Every loss teaching what remains. This is living, this is real. Nothing greater than this late night feel. Smoking signals, read the signs. Everything is reading fine. Smoking signals, late night air. Got a feeling taking me there. 2 a.m. and the city glows. Only I know which way this goes. Smoking signals, trust the road. West side carrying every load. Yeah. Smoke rising slow. Signal saying let it go. 2 a.m. in LA, reading every sign along the way. Smoking signals. Smoking signals.
Lowrider Ave, where the old souls ride. 2 a.m. and the block still alive. Roll slow, let the synth guide. up on it, ever round two. Chrome catching every shade of blue. Hydro sissing like an old refrain. Same block, different version of pain. Old head sitting on the porch still, talking about the way things used to feel. Back when the street had a different name, before the city started changing the game. I park it slow, cut the engine low, let the neighborhood talk, let the memory flow. Every crack in this asphalt I know, every house got a story below. Grandmama's light still on upstairs. Somebody always up, somebody still cares. This ain't just a street, this is blood and bone. Lowrider Ave is the only home. Feel the hydros lift and drive, ain't no reason we should stop. Every rev is a pressing up, every block is a filled up cup. And singing through the late night air, oh so riding without a care. Rolling down where it all began. Lowrider Ave, this is who I am. Lowrider Ave, slow and clean, finest ride this block has seen. Lowrider Ave, chrome and soul, this the street that made me whole. 2 a.m. and the Ave is ours, underneath these California stars. Lowrider Ave, let it ride, west side love and west side pride. Man, me and Dre used to race right here, back when everything was crystal clear. He moved out to the valley now, still checks and still holds it down somehow. Times change, but the love don't fade. That's the foundation that this block lays. Saw a young homie on his bike tonight, reminded me of me. Same hunger in his eyes, pulled up slow, gave him a nod, let him know somebody sees him, somebody's proud. These little moments matter most, more than money, more than any cost. The Ave remembers every name, everybody that came up in this game. Win or lose, we all belong here. Lowrider Ave through every year. Feel the hydro lift and drop, ain't no reason we should stop. Every rev is a prayer sent up, every block is a filled up cup. Singing through the late night air, oh so riding without a care. Rolling down where it all began. Lowrider Ave, this is who I am. Lowrider Ave, slow and clean, finest ride this block has seen. Lowrider Ave, chrome and soul, this the street that made me whole. 2 a.m. and the Ave is ours, underneath these California stars. Lowrider Ave, let it ride, west side love and west side pride. They try to gentrify the feeling, put up new walls, new floors, new ceiling, but you can't demolish what's inside. Can't take away the west side ride. Every dollar they put in this place can't erase a single face. We were here before the money came. Lowrider Ave will always stay the same. Now I'm rolling with the windows down, king of every inch of this old town. Synth hitting harder than it ever did. Everything I am started as a kid. On this very block, this very street, where the bass line and the heartbeat meet. Chrome gleaming under amber light, everything is perfect tonight. From the hydros to the leather seats, from the old school sound to these LA streets. Built this life one block at a time, every struggle turned to something fine. This is legacy, this is love, everything below and everything above. Lowrider Ave, running through my soul, it's the street that finally made me whole. Lowrider Ave, slow and clean, finest ride this block has seen. Lowrider Ave, chrome and soul, this the street that made me whole. 2 a.m. and the Ave is ours, underneath these California stars. Lowrider Ave, let it ride, west side love and west side pride. Yeah, Lowrider Ave, where the old souls ride. Chrome cooling down, but the love never dies. Lowrider Ave. 2 a.m. The city finally quiet, mind running loud, no way to fight it, just sit with it, let it speak. 2 a.m. is a different kind of honest, when the day is done and the night is promised. Nothing but the truth you've been avoiding, every thought you spent the daylight destroying. Comes back clear in the quiet hours, comes back heavy with its full power. Sat by the window watching headlights pass, each one gone before I could ask. Where they going at this hour too? Are they running from something like I do? Are they heading somewhere worth the drive? Just trying to feel a little more alive. I've been carrying things I don't discuss, people I lost, relationships I crushed. Not with malice, just with being young. All the words I left forever unsung. 2 a.m. don't let you lie. 2 a.m. ask you why. Every version of yourself appears. Every joy sitting next to every fear. Strings pulling something deep inside. Nowhere left to run, nowhere left to hide. Just a night and everything it knows. 2 a.m. is where the real self shows. 2 a.m. I hear it call, catching me before I fall. 2 a.m. The city sleeps, but I'm wide awake. Oh, with everything it keeps. Strings rising up into the dark. Every note landing right on the mark. 2 a.m. this is the hour when weakness finally turns to power. Called a number I deleted twice. Sat there staring, thought about it thrice. Put the phone down, poured a glass instead. Had a conversation in my head. Said everything I never got to say. Heard the answers that I pushed away. Grief is funny how it hides in plain sight. Shows up uninvited every night. But I'm learning how to let it sit, not fight it, not run, just deal with it. My father used to say the night as is. Everything you bury, the darkness here. So I speak it out into the room. Let the strings carry it past the doom. 2 a.m. receiving every word. Everything I felt and never heard. 2 a.m. don't let you lie. 2 a.m. ask you why. Every version of yourself appears. Every joy sitting next to every fear. Strings pulling something deep inside. Nowhere left to run, nowhere left to hide. Just the night and everything it knows. 2 a.m. is where the real self shows. 2 a.m. I hear it call, catching me before I fall. 2 a.m. the city sleeps, but I'm wide awake with everything it keeps. Strings rising up into the dark. Every note landing right on the mark. 2 a.m. this is the hour when weakness finally turns to power. Yeah, I used to fear this kind of silence. Now I understand it's quiet violence. Cutting through every defense I built. Replacing all my armor with the guilt. Then replacing guilt with something clean. Showing me exactly what it means to be alive and feel it all the way. 2 a.m. preparing me for death. Now the strings are swelling wide and tall. Feel like they were built to catch my fall. Every instrument locked into place. Every note filling up the space. This is healing, this is growth. This is keeping every silent oath I made to myself in darker times, when the only light came through these rhymes. 2 a.m. you gave me back my voice. Showed me silence was always a choice. I could drown in it or learn to swim. Follow the light out from the dim. West side raised me to be strong. Taught me every night gives way to dawn. So I sit here grateful for this hour. 2 a.m. revealing all my power. 2 a.m. I hear it call, catching me before I fall. 2 a.m. the city sleeps, but I'm wide awake with everything it keeps. Strings rising up into the dark. Every note landing right on the mark. 2 a.m. this is the hour when weakness finally turns to power. Yeah, 2 a.m. The most honest hour. City sleeping, we still wide awake, finding something real in the quiet. 2 a.m. 2 a.m.
Yeah. The black made me. Can't forget that. Everything I am came from right back where the pressure was real and the lessons were free. The block made everything you see. Grew up where the options were limited. Every choice you made felt infinite. Pick the wrong one, cost you everything. Pick the right one, still cost something. Wasn't nobody handing out maps, just survival and a few cold facts. Keep your eyes open, mouth closed tight. Move with purpose through the day and night. Block had its own economy. Everybody running something, including me. Not proud of every move I made, but I understand the choices that were laid. The front of a kid with nowhere to turn. Every lesson on this block you earn. With your body, with your time, your trust. Out here loyalty wasn't optional, it was a must. The block don't forgive easy. The block don't forget every face that came through here. The block remembers, yeah. Funk guitar, cutting through the night. Everything I learned here still feels right. Came up hard, but came up real. The block taught me everything I feel. The block, that's where I'm from. The block, where it all begun. The block raised me upright. The block built me for this fight. One-way tank and the bass hits hard. Every scar on me like a battle scar. The block can't deny it. Big block living inside it. West side, that's my identity. The block gave everything to me. Lost a homie on a Tuesday night. Nothing in this world can make that right. Stood at the corner where it happened still. Some pain lives in you against your will, but I channel it into every bar. Everything I spit came from that scar. He used to say the block was just a place till the block put tears all on his face. Now I carry him in everything I do. Every verse I write is partly you. The block gave us each other first before it gave us anything that hurt it. And that's the complicated truth of it. Both the beauty and the brutal of it. Can't love one side without the other. The block is both the enemy and mother. Block don't forgive easy. The block don't forget every face that came through here. The block remembers, yeah. Funk guitar, cutting through the night. Everything I learned here still feels right. Came up hard, but came up real. The block taught me everything I feel. The block, that's where I'm from. The block where it all begun. The block raised me upright. The block built me for this fight. One-way team and the bass hits hard. Every scar on me like a battle scar. The block can't deny it. The block living inside it. West side, that's my identity. The block gave everything to me. They want me to apologize for where I came from. Act like the block was something to run from. But I stand here on this corner proud. Say everything I need to say out loud. You don't get to erase what raised me. You don't get to rewrite what made me. The block is in my DNA. No amount of distance takes that away. Now I'm standing on a different level, but I never once forgot the devil. The rainy streets and tested everything. Made me question what tomorrow brings. Came through it with my soul intact. Carried every lesson, every fact. The block embedded in my stride. West side, running deep inside. Funk guitar, ripping through the night. Everything lined up and feeling right. From nothing built to something real. That's the west side hustle. That's the deal. Every bar I spit is for the ones still out there under California sun, fighting every day for something more. The block is what we're all fighting for. The block, that's where I'm from. The block where it all begun. The block raised me upright. The block built me for this fight. One-way team and the bass hits hard. Every scar on me like a battle scar. The block can't deny it. The block living inside it. West side, that's my identity. The block gave everything to me. Yeah, the block, where it all started. Where it all started. Can't take the block out of me. No matter how far I go. The block, west side, always. Yeah. Chrome and leather, that's the only way I roll. 2 a.m. and under my control. Let the scent breathe, let the night unfold. Yeah, buff the whip till the chrome was right. Put it out for a late night ride. Leather seats worn in just enough. Comfortable but still looking tough. This car ain't new but it's mine for real. Every scratch on it I know the deal. Bought it off a man on Figaro. Took 6 months just to get it low. Painted it twice to get the shade right. Midnight blue catching every street light. This is craft, this is patience, this is care. Putting love into something rare. People see the shine and think it's easy. Don't know the hours that made it this way. Chrome don't lie, leather don't fade. This is everything I ever made. Feel the leather grip beneath my hands. City laid out like it understands. Chrome reflecting every passing light. Everything is dialed in tonight. Wobbling, low and smooth. Locked into this late night groove. Rolling perfect, nothing out of place. Chrome and leather, setting the pace. Chrome and leather, that's my style. Rolling clean for every mile. Chrome and leather, built with pride. Everything I am on this west side ride. 2 a.m. in the finished gleams. Living out these California dreams. Chrome and leather, slow and right. This is everything on a Friday night. My uncle had a ride just like this. Before the city took everything and left just a wish. He used to let me sit behind the wheel before I was old enough to know the deal. Said, boy, one day you'll have your own. Said, boy, one day you'll find your throne. Took his words and built them into this. Every detail is a nod to his. The chrome trim running down the side. The leather stitching done with real pride. This ain't just a car, it's a conversation between me and every generation. That pour they sweat into something clean. Something beautiful, something that gleams. Chrome and leather carrying history. Every mile a living legacy. Feel the leather grip beneath my hands. City laid out like it understands. Chrome reflecting every passing light. Everything is dialed in tonight. Sit wobbling, low and smooth. Locked into this late night groove. Rolling perfect, nothing out of place. Chrome and leather, setting the pace. Chrome and leather, that's my style. Rolling clean for every mile. Chrome and leather, built with pride. Everything I am on this west side ride. 2 a.m. in the finished gleams. Living out these California dreams. Chrome and leather, slow and right. This is everything on a Friday night. They put a park in 50 meters where we used to park. Put up condos where we used to spar. But they can't take away this ride. Can't take away this west side pride. Chrome stay shining through the change. Leather still holding every memory's range. Some things built to last beyond the moment. Chrome and leather, I still own it. Now the something's hitting wide and deep. Every promise that I said I keep. Put up clean to every destination. Built this life on craft and dedication. Chrome reflecting back a man who stayed true to everything this west side made. Leather breaking in with every year. Getting better, getting more sincere. This is living, this is art. Chrome and leather, this is hard. From the low to the high and back again. Rolling through it all with my closest men. Every detail matters in this life. Every polished session worth the time. Chrome and leather carrying my name. West side running through this whole game. Chrome and leather, that's my style. Rolling clean for every mile. Chrome and leather, built with pride. Everything I am on this west side ride. 2 a.m. in the finished gleams. Living out these California dreams. Chrome and leather, slow and right. This is everything on a Friday night. Yeah. Chrome and leather, built to last. Every mile ahead, every mile past. This is mine. Chrome and leather, west side. Chrome and leather. Echo Park used to mean something different. Used to be ours before the city shifted. Still come back here, 2 a.m. inside. Parked by the lake on the east side bench. The one with the broken slab we never fixed. Used to sit here with whoever was around. Back when this whole park was our common ground. Pedal boats locked up for the season now.
Different kind of people walking the same ground somehow. Can't be bitter, change is always coming, but something in my chest keeps on humming. A frequency only the old heads feel, when the place you love stops being real in the way it used to be for you. When the faces change and the vibe changed too. Piano hitting soft across the water reminds me of somebody's daughter. Used to sing out here on summer nights. Echo Park glowing under string lights. Oh, echo carrying every sound we made, every laugh, every promise, every trade. Park remembers even when we don't. Holds the things we said we would and won't. Piano pulling memories to the surface. Everything we did here had a purpose. Rolling slow past the lake tonight. Echo Park still feeling almost right. Echo Park, I still hear it. Every voice we left behind. Echo Park, still feel near it. Everything we meant to find. 2 a.m. and the lake is still reflecting back this city's will. Echo Park, where we began before the world changed all our plans. Met my first love on that hill right there. Summer or whatever year, I don't care. What mattered was the feeling in that hour. 2 kids sitting underneath the flower. Jacaranda dropping purple on the ground. Neither one of us made a sound, just existing in that perfect space. Echo Park written on both our faces. She moved somewhere up north eventually. I stayed west like I was always meant to be. No regrets, just photographs in my head. Every good memory better left unsaid. Out loud anyway, keep it in the chest where the Echo Park feelings rest. Piano echoing across the dark water. Everything I was before it got harder. Echo carry every sound we made, every laugh, every promise, every trade. Park remembers even when we don't. Holds the things we said we would and won't. Piano pulling memories to the surface. Everything we did here had a purpose. Rolling slow past the lake tonight. Echo Park still feeling almost right. Echo Park, I still hear it. Every voice we left behind. Echo Park, still feel near it. Everything we meant to find. 2 a.m. and the lake is still reflecting back this city's will. Echo Park, where we began before the world changed all our plans. Gentrification is a complicated word for losing something nobody heard. You say it was inevitable, I say something irreplaceable. Got taken without permission here, replaced with something expensive and clear. But memory don't need a physical space. Echo Park lies in a different place. Now I'm older and I understand that everything slips through an open end. The point was never holding on forever. The point was living those moments together. Echo Park gave us what we needed then. I can't go back, but I go back again. If only for a single afternoon, sitting by the lake under the moon. Piano hitting hard and wide now. Every feeling rushing like a tide now. This is gratitude, this is grief combined. 2 things living in the same mind. West side memory running deep. Echo Park is mine to keep. Not the place, but what it gave to me. Everything it taught me to be free. Echo Park, I still hear it. Every voice we left behind. Echo Park, still feel near it. Everything we meant to find. 2 a.m. and the lake is still reflecting back the city's will. Echo Park, where we began before the world changed all our plans. Echo Park, still echoing. Every voice we left there. Every
I'll stay on the direction. 2 a.m. in the avenue, demanding my attention. Brass hitting hard, no introduction. Yeah, heading Western Ave tonight. Every traffic light, a shade of right. City stretching out in both directions. Life is made of intersections. Left the house with nothing but a plan. Turned it into something that's the program. Western Ave been here since before me. Every block on it got its own story. Korean barbecue next to a taqueria. Old barbershop next to a newer idea. That's LA in every single mile. Every culture stacked in its own style. Brass section hitting like a declaration. This avenue deserves a celebration. Been walking it since I was 9 years old. Now I'm rolling on it, doing what I'm told by nobody. That's the whole point. West on Western, this is my joint. Western Ave running north to south. Everything I ever said out loud started somewhere on this stretch of road. Every dream I carried, every load. Brass hitting wide across the night. Everything on Western feeling right. Funk guitar locking into place. West on Western, setting the pace. West on Western, that's my lane. Every mile running through my veins. West on Western, brass and soul. This avenue is making me whole. City team and the funk is live. Everything on Western helping me thrive. West on Western, can't be stopped. Every block another level top. My grandmother lived on Western and 3rd. Cooked on Sundays, every word she ever said is still inside me. Everything she gave still guides me. Used to walk to a place after school. She had rules, but they were fair rules. Eat before you talk, wash your hands. Treat this family like it's holy land. She's gone now, but Western remains. Every time I drive it, something sustains in my chest like a warm, familiar ache. Everything she gave me still awake. Brass section sounding like her voice. Big and full and giving you no choice but to feel it, but to let it in. West on Western, carrying her again. Western Ave running north to south. Everything I ever said out loud started somewhere on this stretch of road. Every dream I carried, every load. Brass hitting wide across the night. Everything on Western feeling right. Funk guitar locking into place. West on Western, setting the pace. West on Western, that's my lane. Every mile running through my veins. West on Western, brass and soul. This avenue is making me whole. 115 and the funk is live. Everything on Western helping me thrive. West on Western, can't be stopped. Every block another level. They rezoned the buildings, changed the signs, drew new borders, redrew the lines. But Western Ave don't care about that. It just keeps running, keeps coming back. North to south through the heart of this city. Equal parts, beautiful and gritty. Can't contain it, can't rename it. West on Western, nobody can time it. Now the brass is blowing full and wide. Everything I built up on the inside coming out through every single bar. Every mile along Western, every star. This is victory, this is motion. Forward moving like a West Coast ocean. Fuck guitar ripping through the air. Everything I am is right here. From the south end to the north and straight. Every block on Western, carrying weight of a million lives and a million dreams. Nothing in the city is what it seems until you walk it, drive it, know it deep. That's when Western starts to speak. West side living in my every step. West on Western to my very last breath. West on Western, that's my lane. Every mile running through my veins. West on Western, brass and soul. This avenue is making me whole. 115, the funk is live. Everything on Western helping me thrive. West on Western, can't be stopped. Every block another level top. Yeah. West on Western, still heading west. Every mile behind me, every mile ahead. This avenue never ends. West on Western, always. Neon palms, bending in the center and a whip. 2 a.m. in the city glowing from within. Let the arpeggio breathe. Let the night begin. Yeah. Palm trees catching neon from below. Purple, pink, and amber in a row. Hollywood sign faded in the distance. LA beauty requiring no assistance. Drove to Koreatown around midnight.
Every restaurant sign, a different light turned down. Wilshire used to feel the stretch. Every mile of the city worth etching the memory into who I am. Every neon sign part of the program that built me up from nothing into this. A man in love with everything he missed and everything he found along the way. Every neon palm at the end of the day, swaying like they know something I don't, telling me to stay when everything won't. Neon reflecting off the hood, everything in the city understood through a windshield at 2 a.m. slow. Palms above, pointing where to go. Guitar carrier pulling me forward. Every note of compass moving towards something warm and something real. Neon palms know exactly how I feel. Neon palms lighting up the dark. Every tree a living work of art. Neon palms swaying just for me. This is everything I came to see. 2 a.m. in the city breeze. Neon catching every passing breeze. Neon palms, this is where I live. Everything this city has to give. Stopped at a red on Sunset and Vine. Looked up and counted every sign. 12 different languages in one block. Time stopping even when it won't stop. This city holds more than it lets on. More beauty buried under every kind. Every complaint you hear about this place can't compete with what you see on his face. 2 a.m. when the tourists sleep and only the real ones run this deep into the neighborhoods, into the hours where LA drops all of its defenses and powers down into something honest and exposed. Every neon palm a story disclosed. Get to high pay up coming through the window. Everything I love about the city in a single shadow. Neon reflecting off the hood, everything in the city understood through a windshield at 2 a.m. slow. Palms above, pointing where to go. Guitar player pulling me forward. Every note of compass moving towards something warm and something real. Neon palms know exactly how I feel. Neon palms lighting up the dark. Every tree a living work of art. Neon palms swaying just for me. This is everything I came to see. 2 a.m. in the city breeze. Neon catching every passing breeze. Neon palms, this is where I live. Everything this city has to give. People say LA is cold and fake, say it's all just money and mistake, but they never drove it at this hour. Never felt this quiet kind of power. Never watched a palm tree catch the glow of a sign that's been there decades below. Never let the city show its real face. Never found their way to their own place. Inside of it, I found mine here. Neon palms making everything clear. Now the scent is wide and the road is warm. Everything around me taking form into something I can hold and keep, even in the hours meant for sleep. Neon palms outside every window, swaying to a frequency I know deep inside from years of driving through every part of this city that I grew into the man I needed to become. Neon palms counting every drum, beating my heart against the steering wheel. Every mile of LA, something I can feel. Guitar, radio, rising with the night. Everything in this city burning bright. West side, living under neon glow. Neon palms everywhere I go. Neon palms lighting up the dark. Every tree a living work of art. Neon palms swaying just for me. This is everything I came to see. 2 a.m. in the city breeze. Neon catching every passing breeze. Neon palms, this is where I live. Everything the city has to give. Neon palms still swaying. Every light still burning. Every tree still reaching up into the dark. Neon palms always.
Streetlight Sermon. Nobody preaching but the night. 2 a.m. and every lamppost throwing down and sliding. Listen close, the city got something right. Every street light got a congregation, marks and memories and contemplation. I've been standing under this one for an hour, feeling something bigger than my power to explain or contain or understand. Just a man under light on this land that was here before me and stays after, full of grief and full of laughter. City preaching through its infrastructure, every cracked sidewalk a scripture, every faded mural a song, every quiet block at night a poem for whatever broke inside you lately. Every street light holding you up safely in its amber circle on the ground. It's the only church I've ever found. Oh, organ humming low beneath it all, catching me before I fall into something I can't name out loud. Streetlight pulling me up from the crowd. My own thoughts running wild and fast, every lighted question built to last. Rolling slow through the sermon tonight. Streetlight showing me what's right. Streetlight sermon, hear it clear. Every lamppost pulling me near. Light sermon, late night truth. Everything I lost and every proof that something bigger holds this city up. Every light a consecrated cup. Streetlight sermon, this is prayer. 2 a.m. and something in the air. My mother used to leave a porch light on. No matter how late, no matter how long, I stayed out in these streets doing whatever. That light was her way of saying never forget that somebody's waiting for you. Never forget that somebody loves you. Lost her 3 years back on a Wednesday. Porch light still burns in my memory. Every street light now is hers to me. Every amber circle setting me free from the weight of not having said enough, from the guilt of being young and rough, around the edges when she needed smooth, from the times I was too proud to move toward her when she reached out her hand. Streetlight sermon helping me understand that love don't need a perfect vessel, just a willingness to let it settle into every corner of your being. Streetlight sermon finally singing, humming low beneath it all, catching me before I fall into something I can't name out loud. Streetlight pulling me up from the crowd. My own thoughts running wild and fast, every light a question built to last. Rolling slow through the sermon tonight. Streetlight showing me what's right. Streetlight sermon, hear it clear. Every lamppost pulling me near. Light sermon, late night truth. Everything I lost and every proof that something bigger holds the city up. Every light a consecrated cup. Streetlight sermon, this is prayer. 2 a.m. and something in the air. Don't need 4 walls to feel the sacred. Don't need a building to feel it naked. Truth is truth wherever you find it. Grief is grief however you bind it. Standing under this light right now feels more honest than any vow I ever made inside a formal space. Streetlight sermon giving me grace. Now the organ swelling wide and full. Everything inside me at a pull towards something I've been running from for years. Something sitting just behind the tears that never fell because I held them tight. Releasing out under this street light. West side raised me not to show the wound, but the sermon playing its own tune. Tonight it says, let it go completely. Let the amber light receive it freely. Every burden carried since she left. Every silent moment after her last breath. Organ taking it up into the air. Streetlight sermon answering my prayer. This is healing happening in real time. Under a lamppost, 2 a.m. in this rhyme. Woo! Streetlight sermon, hear it clear. Woo! Every lamppost pulling me. Streetlight sermon, late night truth. Everything I lost and every proof that something bigger holds this city up. Every light a consecrated cup. Streetlight sermon, this is prayer. 2 a.m. and something in the air. Streetlight sermon, still preaching. Every lamppost still burning. Whoever needs it at 2 a.m. Streetlight sermon, streetlight sermon. Amen. Gracefully. That's the only gear I know. 2 a.m. in the block, moving nice and slow. Let the drums lead, let the bass flow. Ain't in the rush, you never have been. Slow money outlast the fast one every time. Watch the quick movers burn out by 30. Watch the patient ones inherit everything. Creep speed ain't about being slow. It's about knowing exactly where to go before you put the car in drive. That's the difference between surviving and alive. Pulled out the driveway at a crawl tonight. Let the neighborhood come into sight. Took the long way just because I could. Creep speed through every block and understood that the journey is the whole point here. Not that the destination, not the end of the year. Numbers, not the accolades or the clout. Creep speed is what this life is about. Take an engine purring low and bright. Creep speed out in for the night. Every block revealing something new. Slow enough to let it all come through. Drums locking in the perfect time. Everything unfolding line by line. Rolling at the pace the city says. Creep speed, no regrets. Creep speed, that's my line. Slow roll, running through my veins. Creep speed, feel the groove. Nobody rushing me out of my move. 2 a.m. and the bass is deep. Creep speed is the pace I keep. West side rolling nice and slow. Creep speed everywhere I go. Used to think that fast meant winning. Used to think that loud meant strong. Spent a decade moving at the wrong speed. Took another decade to find where I belong. In the middle of the slow and steady. Always prepared, always ready. Not reactive, not defensive, not afraid. Creep speed is the choice I made when I finally understood the game. Fast burn bright, but slow builds flame that sustains through every kind of weather. Creep speed, holding everything together. My old man worked the same job 40 years. Never complained, never showed his fears. Built a house and raised 3 kids right. Creep speed from morning into night. I used to think that was settling. Now I understand what he was telling me without a single word about it ever. Creep speed is the only thing that lasts forever. Feel the engine purring low and right. Creep speed dialed in for the night. Every block revealing something new. Slow enough to let it all come through. Drums locking into the perfect time. Everything unfolding line by line. Rolling at the pace the city says. Creep speed, no regrets. Creep speed, that's my lane. Slow roll, running through my veins. Creep speed, feel the groove. Nobody rushing me out of my move. 2 a.m. and the bass is deep. Creep speed is the pace I keep. West side rolling nice and slow. Creep speed everywhere I go. Everybody moving fast around me. Like speed itself is gonna crown me. King of something worth being king of. But I already found what I'm dreaming of. Right here at this pace, this rhythm, this raw. Creep speed feeding my soul. Can't buy what slow living gives you. Can't rush the things that make you who you are when nobody's watching. That's what I'm rocking. Now the synth is wide and the drums are tight. Everything locked in and feeling right. Creep speed, hitting this peak paradise. Moving slow while the whole world clocks. A different kind of speed entirely. Everything I built done sincerely. Bar by bar, block by block. Creep speed, steady as a clock that never rushes past the hour. Every minute holding its full power. West side taught me this in silence. Through the L's, then the patient guidance. Watch before you move, think before you speak. Creep speed running every week. Into years into a life worth living. Creep speed, taking creep speed, giving everything back in its own time. Every blessing dropping right on time. Creep speed, that's my lane. Slow roll, running through my veins. Creep speed, feel the groove. Nobody rushing me out of my move. 2 a.m. and the bass is deep. Creep speed is the pace I keep. West side rolling nice and slow. Creep speed everywhere I go. Yeah. Creep speed, never rushing. Every mile earned, every moment felt. This is the only pace that ever made sense. Creep speed, West side. Last ride. Don't mean the end of anything. Just the end of tonight. 2 a.m. closing in. Let the synth carry you. One more time. Every good night gotta have a last ride. Every long road gotta have a far side. Been out here since the sun went down. Covered half the corners of this town. Not running from a thing, just moving through. Everything the city ever gave and withdrew. Taking inventory of the hours spent. Every turn and every mile meant something in the larger composition of a life built without a formal mission. Just instinct in the west side in my bones. Just the engine in these streets I call home. Sent gliding low across the dashboard glow, telling me what I already know, that nothing lasts exactly as it was. Every last ride becoming what it does. A memory sealed in amber light. The last ride always feeling right. Sitting carrying something I can't name. Every mile feeling not quite the same as the one before. Not quite done. Last ride running under 2 a.m. sun. That ain't risen yet, but I can feel it. Every ending got a way to reveal it before it happens in the quiet space. Last ride written all across my face. Last ride, let it breathe. Everything I need I already received. Last ride, slow and long. Every mile turning into a song. 2 a.m. and the synth glides wide. Everything I am on this last ride. West side, holding me complete. Last ride, bittersweet. Thought about the ones I started with. Some of them became a cautionary myth. Some of them became something greater. Some disappeared and came back late. Changed enough to be a different person. Same enough that nothing felt uncertain. When we linked back up and told the stories, edited down to just the necessary glories. Left the pain out for the first few hours, then let it in when the night empowers. That kind of honesty between old friends, that's the kind of thing that never ends. Even when the friendship fades to distance, even when the years create resistance. Last ride, carrying all of them with me. Every name a part of my history, since gliding through the space between everything we were and what it means. Since carrying something I can't name. Every mile feeling not quite the same as the one before. Not quite done. Last ride running under 2 a.m. sun. That ain't risen yet, but I can feel it. Every ending got a way to reveal it before it happens in the quiet space. Last ride written all across my face. Last ride, let it breathe. Everything I need I already received. Last ride, slow and long. Every mile turning into a song. 2 a.m. and the synth glides wide. Everything I am on this last ride. West side, holding me complete. Last ride, bittersweet. Last ride don't scare me like it used to. Used to thinking it meant this through. Now I understand it, that every ending is just the night before the next beginning. Last ride is just the door closing soft behind the room I lived in. Loved in, lost in, everything that room contains, still mine. Last ride, just moving down the line. Now the strings are swelling and the synth is wide. Everything converging on this last ride. Bass hitting deep and the drums are locked. Every feeling I've been carrying unlocked and released into the 2 a.m. air. Everything I carry, leaving it there. On these streets that held me all these years. On these blocks that caught my silent fears. West side, receiving everything I give. Last ride teaching me how to live without the weight of what I couldn't change. Without the grief sitting in every lane. Just the open road of what remains. After all the loss and all the gains, this is freedom, this is gratitude. Last ride carrying a different mood than when I started out tonight. Last ride bringing everything to life. Last ride, let it breathe. Everything I need I already received. Last ride, slow and long. Every mile turning into a song. 2 a.m. and the synth glides wide. Everything I am on this last ride. West side, holding me complete. Last ride, bittersweet. Yeah, last ride, not the last anything, just the last of tonight.
until morning. That's how long I'll stay out here. 2 a.m. turning into 3, city getting clear. Piano saying everything I couldn't say this year. Been out here since the streetlights came on. Drove through everything I ever called home. Every block a chapter in this story. Every mile somewhere between grief and glory. Night is almost done, but I'm not ready. Let the piano keep me slow and steady. In the space between the dark and dawn, where everything feels both gone and not gone. Like the city exhales before the morning. Like the night gives one last gentle warning. That what comes next will ask more of you. Sunrise, it means the day is breaking through. And the day requires a different kind of strength than the night that held you at arm's length. From the noise and the pace and the demand, piano helping me understand that I'll survive another 2 a.m. and I'll be ready when the sun comes again. Piano and bass, walking side by side until morning on this final ride. Every note landing soft and true. Everything the night helped me get through. Roads coming in warm beneath it all, catching me before the morning call. Rolling easy toward the coming light until morning, closing out the night. Until morning, I'll stay right here. Everything I love about this atmosphere. Until morning, piano and bass holding me in this in-between space. 2 a.m. giving way to 3. Everything the night revealed to me. Until morning, west side grace. Until morning, finding my place. Thought about everything that happened this year. All the things I lost and held dear. All the moves I made that paid off slow. All the seeds I planted starting to show above the surface in the early light. Everything I worked for coming right. And the focus like a camera adjusting. Everything I doubted slowly trusting that the process was the whole point anyway. Not the destination but the everyday commitment to showing up and trying, even when a part of you is dying. From the weight of it all still moving, still believing, still improving. Piano carrying that specific feeling of a year that broke you into healing. Something stronger on the other side. Until morning on this final ride. Piano and bass walking side by side. Until morning on this final ride. Every note landing soft and true. Everything the night helped me get through. Roads coming in warm beneath it all, catching me before the morning call. Rolling easy toward the coming light. Until morning, closing out the night. Till morning, I'll stay right here. Everything I love about this atmosphere. Until morning, piano and bass holding me in this in-between space. 2 a.m. giving way to 3. Everything the night revealed to me. Until morning, the west side grace. Until morning, finding my place. Morning ain't something to be afraid of. Morning is everything the night is made of. Every dark hour building toward the light. Every 2 a.m. preparing for the bright that comes eventually for all of us. Even when we've given up the trust that it will come again after the dark. Until morning, carrying the spark that keeps you going when the night runs long. Until morning is its own kind of song. Now the piano is full and the bass is wide. Everything converging on the morning side of this night that held me in its arms. Kept me safe from every false alarm that the daylight sometimes brings too loud. Until morning, burning through the cloud of everything that weighed me down before. Until morning, opening every door that the night had quietly unlocked. Every fear, the darkness slowly knocked down the sides until it wasn't scary. Every burden that I used to carry, lighting out in the pre-dawn air. West side breathing, west side there. Piano rising with the common sun. Until morning everything is done.
everything is just beginning to. That's the 2 a.m. in LA true. Until morning, I'll stay right here. Everything I love about this atmosphere. Until morning, piano and bass holding me in this in-between space. 2 a.m. giving way to 3. Everything the night revealed to me. Until morning, west side grace. Until morning, finding my place. Until morning, city breathing soft, night giving way to something new. Piano stand just a little longer. Until morning, west side.